Welcome back to Black Ice Reality Check. I'm your host, Black Ice, where truth becomes reality and reality becomes facts. I'm going to talk about an area that I want to focus on tonight. I've seen a lot of feedback on a lot of posts on my Instagram, a lot of reels. Really want to dig down deep into this because I think a lot of people don't understand the differences and the values between a woman of strength and a strong woman, i.e. strong-headed woman. You see a lot of this now out there with modern day society and the modern woman. So I'm going to go through these. And when I talk about this, some of you need to understand very clearly, and I want to make sure you're taking notes on this. If you have a pen, pencil, whatever, computer, jot down some notes because it's very critical that you get this, especially you ladies out there. It is very easy by nature for any woman to be strong-headed. That's a minimal task. It's a minimal ability. It's not admirable. And it yields you very little outcome as to what you want in life. And all it does is hurt you in the long run. So, here we go. This is what a woman of strength is, which is very hard for some women to attain. I'd say maybe 5%, 3% of women can ever get to this level because of various different reasons. Their mindset, their attitude, their willingness to learn, their willingness to be coachable, their willingness to be led by a man. A woman of strength is someone that is very cooperative. What does that mean? She's willing to cooperate and work with another person, obviously a person of the opposite sex, which is a man. She has a serving mentality. She wants to serve, put people first, put her husband first, okay? This is a woman of strength. This is so admirable that only 3 to 5% of women, in my opinion, can ever obtain this level. Everyone says they can do it, but they don't because it's too hard. She's submissive. What does that mean? She's submissive in the cause for the family, the direction the man is going for his family. So she's submissive to that cause, okay? She follows her man. That means that he leads by example as a leader in the household. Now I'm going to stop there. Relationships and/or marriages are not a partnership. There's a perfect relationship is not 50-50. Now I know that gets a lot of people upset, and I'll go down that rabbit hole. This is not a business. This is a union between two consenting adults, but there has to be a leader, a pilot and a co-pilot, a president and a CEO, a business owner and a manager. There's no 50-50 because if you have two people driving the ship, steering the car, flying the plane, it's going to crash. It never works. Because we as human beings, men and women, are not designed to both steer the ship. Our gender roles, deep down in our DNA, we were designed to procreate. Hunter-gatherer, man. Woman. Homestead. Nesting. Okay? Just like the nesting phase if you were to be pregnant. Okay? So, a woman of strength is non-combative. When you talk to a lot of modern day women, they seem to get very aggressive and in your face. That's a very bad trait, and that's a red flag, man. If you see this trait from a woman, it's a good sign that there's bad things to come. You can almost guarantee it. And this is where emotions take over instead of logic, and the women become very combative. You often see that from strong-headed women, okay? So a woman of strength is non-combative, okay? A woman of strength wants to take care of the house. It's her obligation, duty, and responsibility. She feels compelled to do so, not told to. Okay? And depending on how much she's going to contribute to the household income, if she's zero contributions to the bills and income, then she has no problems taking up that role in the house and being responsible for it. Okay? She's your ride or die. Okay? She wants to fulfill his needs, the man's needs. She wants to fulfill his needs. See, these are traits that a woman of strength has. And modern day women have painted the picture that this is a weakness, when in reality it's not, because a lot of women can't do it. They can't obtain it. They can't fathom it. Their mindset won't allow it. Their attitude won't allow it. How they were raised won't allow it. Their circle of influence won't allow it. And it goes against every doctrine that they were raised against. Maybe they don't come from a nuclear family. Maybe they were raised by their mom. Maybe they were raised to be a strong-headed woman and a woman of strength by their mother. Okay? This is a big one, this last one. She puts, if you're married with children, she puts her husband first before the children. Now, that's very, very difficult for a lot of women. But if you're a woman of God, and I'm not here to preach to you, if you're a Christian, it says in the Bible, put your husband first before your children. Now, if you're not, so be it, but that's a woman of strength. Okay? So, those are some of the traits of a woman of strength. Okay? So, for any woman to do that, I've seen 3 to 5% of women that are capable of doing that. And if you ask a woman that doesn't do that, she's going to fight you on it and disagree with you. But I'm telling you the facts. And in those relationships, 9 times out of 10, they work. Okay? Now, we're going to go to the other side of the spectrum. And make sure you're taking notes. What's a strong-headed woman? I'm a strong-headed woman. That's a very masculine trait. They're flexing on you. They're combative. That's very masculine. And those women generally rule the relationship, but it's of a beta male. Because a true alpha, a true high-valued man will not date nor put up with a strong-headed woman. And the response I get is, they can't handle me. You're right, and I've said it before. They can't, they won't, and they don't have to. An average man will tolerate it. And my disclaimer, there's nothing wrong with being average, men. There's nothing wrong with that. High-value men are not better than you. They just have more options. And most women are delusional in the concept of what they want in a man. Okay? A strong-headed woman usually wants to wear the pants in a relationship. I talked about that. They want to lead. So they wear the pants. Okay? And if you go into a mall, you'll see the woman walking in front of the man. You'll see the woman walking beside the man closest to the street. You'll see the woman want to drive everywhere. You'll see the woman overtalk the man in conversations. You'll see the woman interrupt the man in conversations. Okay? They want a 50-50 relationship. And again, this isn't a partnership. That's not a business. It's a relationship. And in order for the relationship to work, there has to be a lead. There has to be somebody leading the family. And if I bring my value to the table, I bring my money, I bring my net worth, I bring my house, I bring my vehicles, I pay for everything, I run a business, I don't need a partnership. I need a relationship. 2 different things. Okay? They want to be right all the time. They always want to be right. And sometimes you can be right and still be wrong, ladies. And if you're always trying to be right, you're going to be wrong. And your outcome's going to be 0. Okay? Very, very controlling. Very, very controlling. They want to control every situation. They want to know too many details about everything you do. All the questions around one topic that's too much. Men don't want to deal with that. If I say I'm going to the store to get some coffee, I don't need 30 questions. Okay? And it's the attitude, right? It's attitude towards the man. And women that are in that situation usually end up alone. So hope that makes sense. Till next time, make sure you subscribe to this channel, you like this video, turn on your notification indicator, and we'll see you again.